A graduate of the College of Business, Doug entered the crowded banking market with a new concept. He envisioned a successful, community-based, customer-friendly financial institution that combined entrepreneurialism, creativity, and innovation. Then he founded that bank and named it Centra Bank. It was wildly successful, with Entrepreneur Magazine and Inc. Magazine rating Centra Bank as a top performer among the nation's fastest-growing companies. Doug has been honored numerous times for his professional and volunteer work for some 30 organizations. He was named the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year for the state of West Virginia, and he was appointed to the Board of Governors of West Virginia University. One nominator said, "As a community leader, he is one of the great motivators of others to take part and do. Make no mistake, Doug Leech is no wallflower." It's a pleasure to present him with the Alumni Fellow Award.
Thank you, Provost Jones and our Alumni Association, Charles Patrick, for nominating me and others. I'm the most surprised person in the room, and I am right now. In the cocktail hour, I was talking to Dave Lieb and Charles and some other Penn State people, and I said, it's been really hard to condense, my life down into 13 minutes. And one of them said to me, "Doug, in that email, there was a dash between the 1 and 3. And so each one of these pages was 1 minute. And they tore 12 of them out of my hands. But anyway, thank you for this recognition. But the essence of what this recognition is to me is a recognition of Penn State's branch campus system. I graduated from high school in 1972. My dad, I was a year later working for him in the painting business. Kathy, where are you? I wasn't painting the Sistine Chapel, but I was painting the First Baptist Church in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, and I was in the basement. When you screwed up as a kid, as we all do, you get sent back to the basement. I was trying to work my way up, and I heard this ad on the radio, and Penn State's Fayette campus had just been, a couple years before that, founded. And the ad spoke to me. I wasn't really happy with where I was, but all of my friends, well, most of them anyway, were going to college. And I was there, and while I admire greatly my father, and I got a great work ethic out of him, I didn't want my feet to be hooked around the claw of a ladder like I was hanging on. So I was down there painting, and this ad came on, and it said, we represent an opportunity for success. If you've got a dream, we can help you meet it. And I thought a lot about that. And, there's a lot goes on behind the thinking of these branch campuses, and it was placed in Uniontown, PA, where, in Fayette County, it was, it suffered the results of the demise of the coal industry and other things. And they put that campus down there in the late 1960s. And I thought, well, I'm going to give this a go. I'm going to go in there and see how I can do. But I can tell you, I was pretty intimidated by the whole process because, like others in the room, I'm a first-generation college graduate. And so I went in there. I didn't know whether they were going to tell me I had it or not, get the heck out of here or what. But I was encouraged by the people that I met there. And like I said, I was nervous. I didn't know if I had what it took. And they said to me, "Doug," they explained to me, literally they convinced me. 13 minutes up. There we go. 13 minutes must be up. And they explained to me how, and literally they convinced me that I could keep my job, which I needed to, that I could live at home to keep my expenses down, and that if I did well enough, after 2 years, I could come up here to University Park. And so what this is about to me is really the opportunity that the branch campus system has presented. You know, as I've gotten older, it's not the accomplishments that I think of most, but, you know, really what I think of most is where I started, how I started, the road that was traveled, and the gratitude that I have for people along the way. And at the top of that list is Penn State University. So it's a really special night for me. Thanks, guys.